Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to a new year. It is 2026, and today we are continuing on with the next round of Le Mans Ultimate's WEC Experience Online Championship. It is round 3, and we are going to be racing at Le Mans Circuit de la Sarthe. I hope that you are all doing well. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas period, and hopefully you had a good New Year as well, not feeling too sore after hopefully celebrating last night. Or did you have a quite nice quiet night in? Let us know what you ended up doing and how your Christmas was. But it's good to see a few of you here into the chat already. Asturbo, and we've got Gianluca as well. Hello, hello, hello. Happy New Year to you guys as well. It's good to see you, and anyone else who's coming in, tuning into the live stream, do say hi. Let us know how you're feeling. Are you ready to go back to work? Or do you feel like you need a little bit longer ahead of the return after this Christmas break? Anyway, this race should be an interesting one. I don't know where I am with the car. That's the fun thing. We struggled with Fuji a couple of weeks ago. We missed the last race at, I think it was at Paul Ricard, was the second round of the WEC Experience Championship, because that was effectively right over the Christmas period, and I was spending Christmas with family on both sides, my parents and also over on Alice's side as well. So I don't really know what was kind of going on there with the race. We had a bad race in Fuji, didn't do too well. The car setup wasn't great, very understeery and oversteery in some places. Spent some time trying to figure out the car and get used to it, work on the setup a little bit more, and I kind of got a better understanding as to what's going on with the car. I think previously I probably dropped a little bit too low on the rear. However, in the testing I was doing, raising the ride height back up kind of felt good, but then also I was finding that I was spinning a little bit more as well. So I did do a little bit of testing after that previous very first race of this season, just to see kind of what to do in terms of the car setup. And obviously I've been playing around ready for this race here at Le Mans, and yeah, I don't know where we stand in terms of pace. It seems to be very good. Race pace seems to kind of be in the mid 3-minute 58s. However, I've not really seen what the pace of other people are. If I compare that 3-minute 58 compared to what we were running at the Le Mans 24 hours and back in December in the Ford Mustang, it's very, very good pace over that car. However, I think the cars, the GT3s, have gotten quicker. I think the tyre updates has made some changes there, and things are now faster than they were. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see here in this race, because yeah, it's a stacked field here in Split 1. I'm just very quickly making the adjustments that I'm going to need ready for start of this session. That should be enough in terms of fuel. Let's go ahead and bring the game up so you can see all that, and everything should be all good for you there as well. So we are just about to tick over into qualifying. So this is going to be a dry race, no threat of rain here in this one. So we'll be jumping onto slick tyres, heading straight out onto the circuit, and this should be enough fuel. What I'm aiming to do here. Right, slow it down, make sure that we don't cross this pit exit line, get a penalty. There we go. Right. Here we go, heading out onto the circuit. We're still in the Aston Martin Vantage GT3, like we were in round 1. My hope is that we can be closer to the top 10 this time around. The other thing that we've got to watch out for is the fact that we only have 6 tyres for this whole event. So obviously we're using 4 here in qualifying, which is going to give me 4 brand new ones for the race. Yeah, it's going to make for an interesting one. We've got 33 GT3s here in this race, 29 hypercars, so it's one of the big grid events. And as you can see, there's probably a little bit of additional information on the HUD as well. Running a little bit more info on Tiny Pedal. Saw that James Baldwin had some weather information up on the HUD on one of his streams. As I was wrapping presents, I think it was on the 23rd, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I was watching him whilst wrapping some Christmas presents and saw that he had info with regards to the weather. So we've got that up at the top. Underneath the rear view mirror, we've got the track temperature, then the ambient temperature. Current rain percentage and then dry percentage. I don't really understand the dry percentage, but it's there. And then down in the bottom left, next to the multifunction display, we have the weather forecast. So you guys and girls can see that as well. A little bit of additional information there. And I've got all my other usual things dotted around that you can't see as well, which I'll be doing a video on and covering those at some point. But yeah, we seem to be doing quite a bit of Le Mans recently, which I can't complain about, because I do like the circuit. I'm hoping that we're going to have some relatively good pace. Doesn't feel like this Aston Martin has quite as much straight line speed as the Ford Mustang did. Ford Mustang was hitting about 289, 290. This is hitting about 286, maybe 287 if I get a really good run coming off of Tetra Rouge. So maybe down a couple of Ks on a few cars, but we'll see once we actually get to the race here. Feel the LMGT3's so heavy at race car. It's like driving a lorry. On the other hand, GT is great. Ah, I see. Well, the two should feel fairly similar in terms of weight. I will notice this Aston Martin is quite understeery on corner. I'd say late corner entry to mid corner, and then it's generally more oversteery in the middle of the on the exit of the turns. Got quite a lot of preload. The diffs seem to be quite aggressive. Really cook the car around. And yeah, LMU's been doing really, really well in terms of building community trust and general polish in the game. Oh, there's going to be a invalid lap coming onto this. No, we're all good. Okay, just about managed to keep it legal. Right, let's see what we can do in terms of times. This first one's going to be a bit of a banker lap. I think we are, yeah, indeed we are only going to get two shots at this. So I need to somewhat protect the tyres as well. That's the other thing. Zap in the corner understeer. And then through there the car just gets light anyway. That's a pretty good run coming off the exit of Tetra Rouge. I always find that the GT has a better feel in the game. Well, they do have better aerodynamics and better tyres than what the GT3s do. Or at least did back at the time when GTs used to run. And obviously GT3s used to race in GT3 Blank Pan Championships and things like that. So the GTE should be a little bit quicker. Obviously, things have progressed and advanced a little bit more since then. So the gap between the GT3s and GTEs is probably a lot closer. Yeah. Well, there'll be your main contributing factor if you drive the LMP2 a lot. Obviously, sensor speed in that car is pretty big, mainly because the car is quicker, lighter, better cornering with the additional aerodynamics, and the car's just generally smaller as well and more stiffly sprung, so you notice the bumps a lot more and you feel a lot more packed and closed in, like you are actually in a proper race car, because you are in a proper race car. Not that you're not in a proper race car with these GT3s, but you get my point. Yeah, this thing understeers like crazy. You have to try and work the setup a little bit with it and then try and take the oversteer on corner exit out. It's quite a tricky beast. I managed to kind of get something working here at Le Mans, so I'll be showing the setup between qualifying and the race. Bit of oversteer there. So the only place this car feels sketchy is on the entry here. Once you kind of got the car settled and tucking it in, it feels alright. Right. Validated it. Right, one more shot. Could have done without the oversteer there. Driving the Lambo at the moment. Nice, I'm not really giving the Lambo much attention. That's not good. A little bit of oversteer there. 3:56 for fastest time. That's very quick. Hold it together. Wide. That's us done. Starting from the back of the grid. Bugger. And there's no point in going on further because the lap's invalidated. We're not going to be able to get another lap in, and we're just going to take life out of the tyres. So, that's a little bit frustrating, but it is what it is. We should just have to. We should just have to go with that. Never mind. Never mind. Yep, the strict track limits are back on for this series. It's been absolutely horrible in practice. Trying to get a good reference. Should have just tried to play it fairly safe and actually get a lap in, because now I'm buggered. Because I'm not going to be anywhere near the guys at the front. So a top 10 is going to be tricky. Tricky. This will be, though, a mix of split 1 and traditional split 2 on a normal circuit that doesn't feature a big grid. Obviously, we've got 61 cars here in this split at Le Mans. Most other lobbies will be running at 38. So, yeah. At least I'm not the only one who's struggling with track limits. And it looks like Charles is having exactly the same issue as myself as well. Track limits too. Right, I'm going to very quickly pop to the loot just so that is empty and we're good to go, ready for the start of this race. So be right back a second. I'll see you shortly. Start of round 3. Right. Set and ready to go. Ooh. What do I need? Okay. Go with 8.3 to start off with, just to be safe. And kind of go from there. That change.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Otherwise, I think we're good, ready to go. Right, we're starting 29th in class, 58th overall. Hopefully, we can avoid the chaos and have ourselves a good race here. Gonna be tricky. Gonna be tricky. Times that people... I'm not going to see the qualifying. It's a little bit annoying that you don't get to see the qualifying times of what everyone else has done here coming into the race. Hello, Dot. How's it going, mate? Hopefully, yeah, everything all looks good. Cool. Got that up. We are ready. Darren. Enough fuel. Cells locked in. And we are going to go with that strategy. Hopefully it pays off.
Lab has started.
Right. Bunch of liveries not working. Which is a little bit of a shame, but it is what it is. We are going to get the green light before we get to that chicane as well. The final chicane, which is going to be horrible, but the main objective, obviously, for the start here is to survive. Hey, Chris. Good to see you. Happy New Year to you guys as well, and everyone else who's joined in the live stream just ahead of the race here and wasn't in earlier. Hope you had a good Christmas period. Hopefully you're all set and ready for some racing action here tonight. Hopefully these gaps close up a little bit more. There we go. Right. We are now in position. If people don't start doing silly funny things here. Everything remains sensible, and hopefully we can have a nice clean race and avoid all the chaos and work our way up through the field. It'd be great if we can get up into the top 10. Big ask, starting from 29th, but never say never. See how this goes. And you do need to get time
Green
racing.
flag, green flag.
Let's see what those new pedals are like. Alright, just filter through there without picking up any damage, that's the main thing. Give ourselves a little bit of visibility here so we can see what everyone else is doing up in front of us and anticipate any chaos. So far so good from a lot of people. Step on past the Mercedes here. And the McLaren. And we've got a run on the Porsche here as well. So that's up a net 2 positions if we hold this, but they're getting a side draft back on us. Okay, up a net 2 positions. We lost one right at the start. Clawed 3. So we're gaining 2. Got the LMU badge before I did. Briefly diamond, but then I bad an MP3 race and dropped to the thumb symbol. Yeah, I've not done enough races as of yet. Pretty much the races that I've streamed are the races that I've done here on Le Mans Ultimate, so hopefully in a race or two's time we'll get an actual badge grading. Alright, another position. Looks like Charles is having good fun and gaining a lot of places. He's already up into 22nd. Pushing hard and going fairly aggressive. And yeah, as turbo things look pretty subdued at the moment. People behaving themselves. Turn them headlights on. So this is a race that will be going into the night through sunset. Probably could have set it up the inside there, but wanted a little bit more faith in the tyres first. Oh, one person's died. Did have a good think about sending out the inside there into the chicane, but would have been a little bit too much, I think. There you go, got a bit of a run on the car in front. Didn't quite time it, just didn't quite time it right. Now we're starting to get some stiff steering from the cars in front, helping us out here. Oh. A little bit of contact there. Thought I was leaving them room. Never mind, we didn't pick up any damage. Hopefully the other guys are right and didn't pick up any damage either. So the GT3 pack is very close together at the moment. Oh, more cars dying. More freebies. These two going to settle? Yep. I'm in a bit of a ding-dong. Back and forth between the two of them. Slowed a lot there. Oh, if I didn't drop off and tap the brake just there, I would have had the run on him. Oh, little twitch, but we're good. Now we got the run on him. What are you doing, Porsche? You've got some serious speed. Suppose he had double the draft there. So we gained one, but lost one. Barry doesn't seem like it, annoyingly. Some are, but not all. Yeah, Porsche's very, very quick in a straight line. It's unusual for a Porsche, but they've got a setup that works, then fair play to them. Nine seconds off the back of Jardier. I can see him. He's in 12th place. He's got Leon right behind him as well. Or in front of him now, actually. Oh, hello. Bit surprising to see a hypercar come flying through. Oh. Another freebie? Nope. That car. By the looks of it. Just parked there on the outside of Porsche cars. Like past this Mustang. Whoa! Jesus Christ. Sketchy. Managed to hold on to it though, but now obviously the Mustang's got the slipstream. It looks like they might be just sitting behind though. So we've been closing on the cars in front. Current fastest lap is not all that great. Row 3. Trying, Dor, I'm trying. Hopefully that top 10 is on the cards. Just need to keep the car facing in the right direction. Keep trying to pick people off. We're done without that. At least we didn't pick up any track limits from it. Oh, someone's off. Just that rejoin. Oh, that was one of the front runners. Romanant was did he qualify on pole? He's certainly way up there. One person into the pits already. Very nice to get that one done and dusted out of the way. Goes on the cars and the Porsche in front. We ourselves don't have a little moment. And we dropped the Corvette enough that they're not going to be in our slipstream here. That's worked out really nicely. Looks like we're also closing in on Jardier as well. Yep, 7.5 seconds. It was previously about 9. But he might be doing some pretty heavy fuel saving. My only concern there. What are we at? We're at 59%. Everyone else high. Jardier's 63%. He's having trouble with FPS. That's a real shame. So it is a big grid race, and it is going into the night as well, which does seem to usually be a bit more taxing. Chat's kicking off a little bit. Bouncing a bit wide there. Area behind has got some seriously quick pace. Not to give Charles any slipstream here. Barry's probably going to split the two of us. Yeah. Alright, I'm good with that. Thank you, Charles. Letting us on through there. Not putting too much of a fight. I also wanted to let Barrier through in the process because he's got some very, very quick speed, and if we can hold on to him and have him pull us up towards the front, that would be ideal. We've also got the hypercars on their way as well. Get out. Oh, this is going to get interesting. And a little bit messy, potentially. Oh boy. Alright, it's going to be a little bit more difficult starting to work our way through these guys here in front of us. Hopefully we get lucky with the traffic a bit here. Why are you looking that side? Oh my god. That's not ideal with that BMW, but that's the best that we could have done. Drop that. Thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Much appreciated. Say hi if you're here in the live stream. A little bit of damage on the rear of the car now. Getting a bit chaotic with these hypercars. Why? Right, we have a run. We have a very good run. Oh, Charles with the sender. He's through too. Right, we are doing better on virtual energy than some of the people here in front of us. People up it. Oh my god. How did we slip on through all that without making any contact? Lovely switchback though. Very happy with that. And Charles is on through as well. Yep, there was a lot of paying attention to the radar with that one. Oh, we are struggling with braking a little bit there. I did brake a little bit late for the amount of lift and coast that I did. Going to be pretty spot on with the fuel. Left side only tyres. Seem to be gaining quite a bit on people on the exit of that final 4 chicane there. fine with the track limits at the moment. Only 0.75 points. It's good. Oh boy. Both very wide there. Alright, come on, slipstream. Understeer. Go away with it though, right through. Taking advantage of their left hand post. Jardier's found some pace. It's got the gap to us back up to 9 seconds. Closing nicely on Leon though. See him there, 3.5 seconds up the road. Go a little bit more easy on the brakes. Charles is up through as well. Nice. It's helped us give a bit more of a buffer. And Leon's fighting with the Porsche as well, which is helping us close in. We're 3.5 seconds up the road. We're now under 3. Oh, Leon's having issues. I think he might have hit the wall there. We're through. Right. Top 10, here we come. Surprised that was legal, but we'll take it. So interestingly, we noted that Barrier was making their way through the pack earlier on and came past us. He actually pitted on lap 3. So he's done his splash and dash right at the start. Got it done and out of the way. And whilst everyone else was battling and fighting, he's gone and taken a full tank of fuel and gone for it. It is, I believe, going to be a 2-stop race. Yeah, keep closing in on these guys up in front. Oh, yellow flag. Oh, Charles behind has had an issue. Nope, he's fine, he's back. I think Charles just had a little bit of a connection problem there. I'll read your comment in a second, that's Turbo. I have a question rather than comment. Left of my name. I'm guessing you mean the one down in the bottom left. That'll be the new online badge system. So at the moment, the game doesn't have enough data on me since this system has been active to give me a proper rating. So at the moment, I'm labelled as a rookie. The thumbs up means that they're a trusted driver, and then the green diamond indicates that they are a very safe driver. There's a few other icons as well. But those are the typical ones that you're going to see. There we go, much better lap time that time. Bella has 19 litres. What, barrier? Valentine? Yep. Let's break their door. Really? I would have thought you'd gone full tank. If he stopped on lap 3, why would he have stopped on lap... unless he got a drive-through penalty. That may be why. He was maybe clearing that. And that might have been the reason for his trip through the pit lane. So he only took... yeah, 32 seconds in the pit lane from pit entry to pit exit, so... Ah, brilliant. Thank you for the confirmation there, Hogs. Yep, that makes sense. Otherwise, I would have thought he'd actually made a proper pit stop and done the splash and dash early to get that done and out of the way. I mean, it kind of depends on where you are in the pack. It might have been actually a sound strategy for me to make that that move. Starting at the back of the grid, working their way through the field, it probably would have been net gain if I got myself in clear air, just ran my pace rather than try to work my way through the pack. Never mind. Is what it is. Need to try and do a little bit more fuel saving. Not too bad at the moment, but so I'm not losing too much time compared to others in the pit stop. Oh, that's a brush avoidable. 1 hour to go. 40 minutes done. We've got ourselves knocking on the door of the top 10. So I'm going for a completely different strategy of trying to... Well, actually, they've gone 100% push. So yeah, they're not going to be able to make the next one. Indeed, we do want that set to do not repair. So we'll be pitting at the end of this lap. This is exactly what I'm hoping for. Hey, old monkey. How's it going? Hopefully they're not going to do it. Indeed they're not. Excellent. Seems like Donald's got some issues. McDonald, sorry. So we are now up into the top 10. Lovely stuff. A Happy New Year as well to you, old monkey. Caught you saying hi, but didn't see the Happy New Year when I glanced up and saw your message in chat. I wonder why McDonald was lifting so much. Maybe he's on the brink of picking up a drive-through from track limits. And is really trying to basically lift whenever he goes off circuit, just to make sure that he doesn't end up picking up a penalty. Because otherwise, he's got more virtual energy than we do. So it's not like it's a fuel issue, unless his fuel ratio is off. That wasn't ideal. Yeah, now McDonald's starting to come back again. Maybe he's suffering damage. This car looked very loose there in the rearview mirror. Oh, freebie. Someone spun on the exit of Arnage. Right, we need a good entry to the pit lane here. We have ourselves a good stop. That was a good aggressive entry. So it's very nice and close to the Mercedes in front. Just what we wanted. Valentine has no new tyres. Yeah, he will end up changing anyway to the quali set. It's what I did in Fuji actually. Remembering, so he probably started on brand new tyres on one side and is switching to the quali set here in this pit stop. Oh, they're alright. Well, that's going to be very close there between the McLaren and the BMW. And lighting is switched to the night lights. Maybe we can have a good exit here. Time. Oh, Charles is off. A longer stop than a lot of other people, it seems. Oh, let's not change any tyres. That's close. Awesome, people up to speed. Come on. We are on cold left side tyres. So it's saying 28%. No change to any of your tyres. Hopefully we can make this stretch work. We are going to need a splash at the end. Got 3 laps. But remember, I don't have the tyres yet. Right, it looks like a whole bunch of people in and around us didn't change tyres. So we could be in a good spot once these tyres come up to temp. Yeah, there's no point in changing tyres in the next stop. It's way too short. You're going to cost yourself way too much time. If you're going to change tyres, you had to do it there in that last one that we changed tyres in. Step on past the BMW there, just as we get the nice lovely disconnect sound. That's all disconcerting, but make that move work very nicely as they were way offline going through the final part of the Porsche curves and into karting. Just carried that speed and momentum, regained that place. Now our tyres are up to temperature. We've got a nice lovely tyre advantage over a number of other people in the right-handers. That McLaren's got some straight line speed. That's a very good straight line speed. Hopefully get him here. Right, the McLaren's got enough pace. Is that a wingless Porsche? Looks like it is. There he goes. Lovely. Just what I wanted. Right where I can make use of the fresher tyres as well. Oh god. Picking up track limits left, right and centre, but we're pulling away from the cars behind. Got a nice buffer now. It's good. Right, 12 seconds to P6. Car seems to be very good in the corners in comparison to others. Others, like the McLaren, has really good straight line speed, as we saw. Even in the slipstream, we weren't really able to do anything about actually overtaking the McLaren on half of these straights. And I know I've got a slight tyre advantage over the other cars that haven't pitted. So Charles Whip in front, Barrow in front, haven't changed tyres. Boyle looks like he has. And then P5 also didn't change tyres. There's a few cars up in front of us here where we should have the pace over. Just need to stay clean and work our way through the field. It looks like Boyle is in trouble with quite significant damage. Wonder if they're missing a rear wing. So they've gone from that 11.5 second gap to what it is now. 3 seconds. So they might be trying to get the car back to the pit lane. Yeah, it looks like they're missing a rear wing from what I can see from this far back. So they're doing really well to hold on to it so far, but good luck to them in the Porsche curves. And Indianapolis here. It's made it through Indy. Darnage. Hopefully he lets us through before he gets to the Porsche curves, because he's going to have to go so slow to make it through without spinning. We need to investigate what that disconnect and reconnecting is causing it. Right. 12 seconds to P5. Oh. Bit deep there. It's not on monkey, but it's not actually affecting anything. Everything's still working, which is good. It's just, yeah, a little worrisome when you do initially hear it. Right, so the next 3 cars did not change tyres. I think Jardier might have. His pit stop was only 2 seconds slower than mine. Jardier is currently in P4. it does want 0.83, okay. And laps. We're nearly catching P5 a little bit quicker than we already are in order to make this work. Take that. It's fine. Halfway through our track limit usage. Making a bit more progress on P5 now, which is good. Do you think that AOR should go with LMU? Your thoughts? They would like to. It'd be good to see AOR pick up LMU, but they've stated that they wouldn't have the control over the server that they'd be hoping for or were used to in ACC if they were to start renting servers in LMU. Which is the main reason why they haven't done it as of yet. Whether they do so in the future remains to be seen. But for now, I'm actually quite happy with these online championship races. They have a nice schedule that works and fits for me. And as you can see, fields are very, very competitive as well. There have been one or two other leagues, though, that have piqued my interest and I've considered doing, but haven't taken the plunge, mainly because they clash with these online championship races. The other reason being they're times of their races don't really suit what I'm looking for. Start a little bit too late. Whereas I like these races that start at 7 o'clock, or events that start at 7 o'clock. Oh, bit of front end damage there. Thankfully no suspension damage. That front end damage is going to be light as well. I was going to say, I saw someone go into the pits there, barrier. Making an early pit stop. Oh, we got a good run here. And we're going to have a slipstream. Let's close up nicely. Could be repairing damage. I don't see him on my standings board anymore. He's dropped out of the top 17. Oh, he quit. Oh, damn. Should be able to get that top 5 then. Maybe even a top 4. That would be great. Gotta jump these two, though. Oh, Charles getting a little bit loose there on the exit of Mustang corner. Gotta be careful here. Oh, Charles trying to hold it around the outside. Manages to do so. Beautiful. No, got caught on the curb. That hurt any chance of a run coming off of this corner into turn 1. 30 minutes remain. Here we go. Nice run here. Might be double slipstream there. Oh, Charleston's helping us out. Number 3. Much better exit there as well. Exactly what we want and need. Oh, that was close. I think Charles might be struggling for a bit of straight line speed here. Trying to. I was hoping for a good run off the exit here. Well, we dropped Barrow, which is the main thing. I was hoping for a good run off the exit here to try and get past Charles coming into Indy. And then get on our way, chase them down. P4 in front. Alright, we've got a bit of a run here. Hayes, then let's go. Yep. Right. 6.5 seconds. 25 minutes remaining. Let's see what we can do in terms of catching P4. Charles, what are you doing? Little terrifying that. Yeah, I didn't mean to do it. I just apologised in chat. Right, let's go. Let's go hunting. My only question is, am I going to be alright with 3 laps in the end? Or do I need 4? Eat that one. But that was very sensible there by that that hypercar. Oh god, just it. Rather than trying to cut in front of me and across my nose. Favorite GT3 at the moment, probably the Mustang. It's what I get on best with, but I seem to be clicking pretty well here with the Aston here in this race. Setup seems to be working rather well, which is nice. Quite a big contrast to the setup and how I felt about the car back in Fuji of round 1, and also, to be fair, the early part of practice for this, because I was struggling initially and I was starting to question whether I had chosen the right car for this championship, and I was starting to wonder whether it's worth trying to change cars or whether to stick with the Aston Martin. But then I managed to find a solution to the oversteer problem that I was having, which was basically I was running the rear too low on the suspension ride heights, and I wasn't producing the downforce that I was hoping for, and upping the rear ride height, giving the car a little bit more rake, has resolved that issue. And I've also found a way to tame the differentials as well, by lowering that preload. Seem to be good on virtual energy. Does make me wonder what we could have done if we actually started higher up the field. Come on, come on. He's not going to like seeing this. Low 59. It's going to put them under pressure. Yeah, pace is very good. It's quicker than it was for the Le Mans 24 hours, but there has been an update since then. I do think that the cars have gotten quicker. Right. So, when we pit in this lap, we'll be pitting at the end of lap 22. 23, 24, 5. We're going to need 4 laps of fuel. I think. Am I right in this? Or just 3 laps? I think just 3, aren't we? My fuel calculator is saying 2.6 laps worth of fuel is needed. Four's definitely going to be safe, but I don't want to put 4 in and lose time compared to everyone else. That's the thing. Because that could make or break the fight for P4. You distracted me there, Hyper. Wasn't necessarily their fault, but... saw them coming and got a little bit worried. I don't want to put 3.5 in either. It's either going to have to be just over 3 or just over 4. Oh, really? Fine, I'll leave that. They're in. It's not what I want. Yes, I know, I'm very much aware. Yep, hypercars are a little bit frustrating, but is what it is. Right, fuel time. Now we need some quick math calculations. 3. Are we sure on that? We're sure on 3 laps. Thing is, am I going to lose the opportunity to go for P4? That's the thing. Getting at the end of 22, 3, 5. Giles is going with 4, but he's got the buffer, so he can afford to go 4. The thing is, it has been teetering on the edge at some points of going up to 26, going that extra lap. I mean, it's all down to the pace of the overall race leader and where they lap us and all that. Oh, this is tense, boys and girls. 4 is definitely the safe option. Play it safe. At least you can fight. Everyone else has to coast and defend. Yeah. It's true. Right, 4 it is. We really attack that line. Hopefully not too much. That's just underway rolling. Hopefully we're good with the pit entry. Away rolling again. How close is it going to be? Looks like we're ahead and we avoided penalty as well. We're good. By 4 seconds. Yep, happy with that. And we got grip over P5 as well. So now it's just a case of driving it home because guys in front, yeah, their pace is quicker than mine and they're quite a significant way up the road as well. So it's only if one of them has an issue, a substantial issue, are we in with a chance? Managed to mute the mic there in time. Thank you, David. Very touch and go there at the pit entry line, getting down to the speed limit, but we managed to do it clearly. Yeah, man, what a race this has been. Guys, please give the stream a like. Be very much appreciated. Cost you nothing and it helps me out a tremendous amount. What are you doing? I know you're kind of in a fight with being 19 and 20 there and trying to run away from them, but that was so much risk. I think Charlie might be pushing to try and get P2. Only 4 seconds between them. Oh, Charles, what's happened to you? Oh, he's in the pit lane. Damn, did he get a drive-through? It's about 32 seconds then, yes. Why is there no streamer's badge? Because I don't have access to one? I don't think. To be fair, I haven't checked. In fact, I don't even have press access to Le Mans Ultimate. Probably your best race in a long time. You shouldn't quali anymore. My quali's always terrible there, S-Turbo. I'm never qualifying where I should be. Never. Not unless the field is stacked in a way that I am one of the fastest drivers. So like when we were running in Split 2 or Split 1 in the GTE class where there was only 4 or 5 of us who were pretty quick. Charles has had issues. Like, that's the only time I've really ever qualified in the position that I should be in. Otherwise, when it's like this, we've got a lot of drivers of very similar sort of skill level. Always end up down at least 2 to 3 positions, at least, each and every time from where I should be. It's often more than that. That is true, Dor. That is very true. I find that I like being the hunter in a lot of situations, so starting from a little bit further back and working forwards is a good way for me to motivate myself and push that way rather than having to try and push from the front. I do feel a little bit sad that we're kind of robbed of having to actually fight P4 in doing it in the pit stop. It has made the end of this race a little bit less stressful, and means that, as you can see, we just relax a little bit more and take it steady. Don't have to push. Don't have to worry about the track limits quite so much, because 1, we're not pushing, 2, I can afford to lift whenever the notification comes up. Ah, Hogs as well, also a little bit older. I do not understand that. Didn't have to go for the send there. Yeah, P2's kind of lurking fairly close, but that's a lot of risk. Relying on me to give them space. But yeah, Hogs. Jensen, who also comes into the chat and is on the Discord. He's in his 60s. Hopefully you enjoy the racing through myself and others as well. Even if may not quite have the pace that we do. Hopefully it's an enjoyable watch as well as obviously you yourself enjoying it. As you say, taking part is the main thing, and part of the reasons why I wanted to kind of start the channel and do some of the educational videos that I've done in the past and will be doing some more of this year is to help people find and improve on their pace, so the overall sim racing scene is more competitive, because the more competitive things are, the more fun it is for everyone. So what's the point in going for a race where you're a minute in the lead of P2, don't fight and battle anyone in the race? Would you rather have a race like that, or would you rather be fighting for P10 between like 5 and 6 of you and have an absolutely monumental fight, changing positions every other lap, good clean hard fair racing so everyone's on the same sort of pace and being respectful? I know I'd certainly be choosing the latter. Here we go. First GT3 on the lead lap, crossing the line. And that's it. Did have 1 lap spare. So if we didn't get lapped by the leader on that lap, then we would have had to have gone the extra lap. But P4, what a comeback. Really enjoyed that race. I'll make up. There we go. Now we'll just watch Jards and see if he can pick up P3 by the end of the lap. It's going to be a big ask. 2 seconds. Can he do it? He's certainly got the fuel too. Doesn't have to worry about that. Thanks very much, guys. Do appreciate it. I'm really happy with that result as well. Good idea, giving a flash of the lights there. He's up on his delta as well. Roseland's within half a tenth of his delta. Close between the two of them. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Hugs. Cheers, Paddy. Yeah, it was good fun working our way up through the field. Could have possibly gone for an alternative strategy and maybe made it a little bit easier for myself, being a little bit closer to Jardio in front of us, but I mean, it is what it is. You always recognise and pick up things in hindsight. Rosenlund is going to have to make a mistake if Jardio is going to have any sort of opportunity here, I think, this last part of the race, because there isn't really any overtaking opportunities from here on out, not unless there is an error, and that gap has stayed steady at 2 seconds. Jardio is up 3/10 on his delta. Rosenlund is continuing to hang around. He's losing a little bit of time there, but his best lap was a 3:58.551, so that's what it's I think, reading off of. So both of them in for very quick laps here. Yeah, Jard's up 4 tenths. It's gained half a second though. Oh, Rosenland might be marginal on fuel. Sounds like he's lifting a bit more. I see some track limits there. 1.2 seconds coming into the final chicane. I don't think he's going to do it. Not unless Rosenland runs out of fuel coming off the exit. Which I'm sure he won't. Judd's giving it all but P3 in the end. Great result for him. And yeah, lovely result for us as well. Picking up P4. Starting... Where did we start? 29th, wasn't it? I think. Oh, a lot of chat. The chat. Yeah, a little bit of frustration from a number of people. Oh dear. Well, let's thing I'm going to do real quick is make sure we have this saved. Very, very happy with that setup. Not doing it. Okay. Doodle-doo. Try race, name it as that, and then we shall upload that setup to Ultimate Setup Hub, so you can find all the setups that I tend to use and race with there. I haven't got them for every single car and every single race, because there have been some races where I thought the setup was pretty naff, such as the one that I had at Fuji, and I haven't found the correct modifications yet to improve it and get the setup where I want it to be. So I haven't uploaded that one, but I'll upload this one because the pace on this is good. So yeah, make sure you check out ultimatsetuphub.com as all the setups on there are free. And there's a whole bunch of various different setups that people have done, so make sure to check them out. And obviously, if you enjoyed the live stream here as well, please do give it a like. And once this is loaded, we shall take a look at the actual replay. I also need to take a look at the ranking gain as well, because that should be a nice, lovely, healthy amount, I should hope. Okay, here we go. We're loading in. I say that first opening lap was pretty calm and cautious for us. Could have been a little bit more aggressive because Charles started just in front of us on the road in front, and he did manage to pull 3 or 4 positions ahead of us in that opening lap, going a little bit more aggressive. Dear me. Alright, here we go. Load in. Let's take a look at this replay real quick. Here's Legacy. That was a good drive. For sure. What happened? What happened to you? I saw you were there possibly battling for 5th and then end up heading off into the pits. I did wonder. Otherwise, that was good fun. Apart from the send that you did on me in the second Mulsanne chicane. Was it that one? Yeah, it was that one. But I saw you apologise for it, so it's all good. Come on, replay. Lap 23, okay. Alright, let's take a look at this. Pretty conservative. Excuse me. Pretty conservative start. Yes. 29/30 if we started from. Yeah, so Charles has gained 1 position already. Ah. Ah, Charles has managed to gain 2 positions. Beautiful run off the exit there to do the McLaren and then pick up a nice lovely slipstream and run on the Porsche as well to get them, but that Porsche had some seriously good straight line speed. Fairly safe. Oh, that's not good. Just Lamborghini things. Yeah, cold tires. Yeah, too much brake. Around they go. Probably into the wall for them. Yeah, it's I mean this car can also do it as well if you're a little bit too aggressive with the brake input in that sort of situation. Especially if you're running a very low rake angle. Did we actually manage to get it here? No, this is the contact between myself and the BMW. Did we leave enough room? Oh yeah, we left plenty. In fact, it was them trying to avoid the curb that went into the side of us. Not really seeing it, but yeah, they're still turning right here when we're alongside. So they're trying to basically drive off, stay completely off the curb when you can actually dip your wheels onto the other side of it and be absolutely fine. Okay. I'm going the wrong way. Still the old ding dong up in front. Charles making it 3 wide. You must be massively confident on the brakes there, Charles, because so many times you're braking really, really late. That was a little bit cheeky. How you didn't get a penalty for overtaking off the circuit? This is them spinning, wasn't it? Ah. Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate for them. So we managed to slip on through that quite nicely without being affected at all. I mean, we had to go a little bit tighter there on the exit, but otherwise not too bad. Right, what happened to that area? Came into the pits there. Also curious as to what happened to Q, because early pit. And nope, they're in P4 at this point. Down on 26th. They're not starting the right amount of fuel or something. Either way. We did very well, Johnny. Very, very well. Started P29, finished P4. So, very, very happy. Don't say anything. Before you do. No one knows. Indeed. Very happy with the first race. This was a bit of a bummer. But we were on fresh tyres on the left side, so both of them were cold, and I thought, just let them go and then get those positions back. Yeah, I did change. Left side tyres only. All brand new. Which worked out really, really nicely. Going back here. And then this hypercar distracted the BMW a little bit. I know, it's that inside curb. Bounced them out wide. How close did we get? Fairly. Not too bad, though. Hi. That was us through there. Got the McLaren fairly easy. chasing down you guys. So what happened to you, Charles? This is where I crashed the game, isn't it? We're on P10 here? Please, it's going this way. Oh, I wasn't here in Indianapolis. This is regular pit stop. That's why. Ah! There it is. Oh. Ouch. Oof. Yeah. You didn't exactly brake late. I think you just panicked. And then, yeah, to that, it's like a... Ouch. Oh, you didn't. I was going to say, did you make it back to the pits, though? Absolutely zero brakes. A good job and fair play for you making it back to the pit lane, but yeah. Only a lot of penalties and stuff there. Right. Let's go and take a look at the final results. Wrap this up. Hey! Trusted Racer. Excellent. Finally got a badge. Glad to see that. Glad to see that. Right. Very fast. Very quickly. And history. Let's start. Rank breakdown first. Plus 25. Look at that. Beautiful. And we're right on the border of Silver 3. You can request a streamer badge? I probably could, yeah. I need to speak to Gibbo anyway. See about getting a press copy of the game. So I can do videos and stuff of upcoming updates and things before they arrive. Just like the other sim racing content creators have done. Yeah, that's nice to see. Up there. P4 gaining a huge number of fair amount of I rating. I rating? What's that? Driver rating. And a good haul of points as well. That makes me pretty happy. Right, very quickly, take a look at the championship standings. Standings. Overall. So we're 66th. One number off of a good number, the best number in the world. Oh, damn. 533. Yes, yes. But these guys have done 3 races. Nationality, P6 overall. So if we do the remainder of the races from here on out and have some good results, this round 2, the round that we missed at Bahrain, not Paul Ricard, Bahrain, is going to be our drop round for this season. So the next race is going to be at Interlagos, Sao Paulo, Brazil, which will be good fun. That'll be next Thursday. And on Monday, we have Imola in the Ginetta LMP3. So, yeah, make sure to tune back in, ready for that race on Monday evening. I hope that the rest of you have a good, lovely rest of the evening, good rest of the week, and a good weekend. And get yourselves geared up, ready for work to begin if it hasn't already for you here in the new year, whenever that may be. But yeah, look forward to seeing you again on Monday. Until then, though, have fun, look after yourselves, stay safe, take care.